We are here tonight on a Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, doing the podcast. How's everybody doing tonight on a Saturday, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, so let's start off with the NFL. So the biggest thing going on in the NFL right now is that they're scheduling the hearing for Deshaun Watson starting this Tuesday. We'll see what they decide. But it says here, the reports are NFL will argue for Deshaun Watson to be suspended indefinitely for at least 1 year. NFL owners are really pushing for the suspension, ladies and gentlemen. They're really bad at the Cleveland owner, Jimmy Haslam, for giving him $230 million guaranteed. They said that really raised the fucking quarterback market through the roof. And they are not happy at all. So they want to punish the Cleveland Browns and Jimmy Haslam for this. They're talking at least 1 year, possibly more. Jesus Christ, man. Deshaun Jackson had not played since, 2020? And now he might miss all of 2022. He missed all of 2021. We might not see Deshaun Watson for almost 3 years. Jesus Christ, man. Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson NFL disciplinary hearing, which is now scheduled to start Tuesday per sources. Deshaun Watson hearing before the NFL and NFL Player Association jointly appointed disciplinary officer Sue Robinson is scheduled to begin Tuesday. Damn. So we'll see what happens, but I don't think that's the final punishment that Officer Sue Robinson's gonna put. I think Roger Goodell, the commissioner, will decide the final punishment for what I'm hearing. But this is what I guess Sue Robinson thinks is the punishment. And then Goodell could go off of it. I'm not sure, but I don't think that's the official punishment. Goodell has to do his own punishment, him being the commissioner of the NFL. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All of there was today in the NFL about the Deshaun Jackson potentially disciplining coming hearing on Tuesday from Sue Robinson. Let's go to the NBA. Not a lot of news either in the NBA today. So a bunch of draft news. But yeah, I mean, obviously, yesterday, Steve Clifford going back to the Charlotte Hornets as their head coach. And, just a bunch of free agency rumors. People freaking out because, LeBron James is training in New York. And fucking new head coach of the Lakers, Darvin Ham, today showed up to the practice facility with Kyrie Irving shoes. Who knows what the hell's going to happen. But yeah, just a bunch of rumors about the NBA free agency, which start in the next 2 days. We'll see what the hell happens with that. Also, fucking Damian Lillard teasing fucking on Instagram, putting a picture of him and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant wearing Portland Trailblazers uniform. So a bunch of trolling going on, a bunch of teasing going on as we are the NFL and the NBA draft has come and gone, and now we are preparing for the NBA free agency. Baseball, you saw the fucking great games today. The Yankees got fucking no hit. Jesus Christ, man. I can't believe this shit happened to the Yankees, man. All that momentum, all the big season they were having. And today, man, fucking got Garrett Cole on the mound. You're thinking you're going to win. Fucking, you can't even fucking get a hit. Christian Javier, 7 innings. Fucking 13 strikeouts. Overall, they struck out 15 times tonight. The fucking New York Yankees. They stunked it up tonight. Ended up being a bullpen no-hitter as Hector Neris and Ryan Presley also contributed in the 8th and 9th inning. Ryan Presley getting the W, the save. Jesus Christ, man. And this game was fucking 0-0 into the fucking 7th inning. That was the thing, too. I thought Garrett Cole also kind of pitched his behind off. And then finally the 7th inning, Maristic hit a damn home run. Fucking replacing today Yuli Girl at first base. And then Altuve Concha with another home run. And then Yuli Girl actually came in and pinch hit in the 9th inning and got the final insurance run to make it 3-0. So the Astros, they got shut down for the first 6 innings. Then once the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning came, they scored in every inning. With home runs by Mastavilco and Altuve, and then another batted in run by Yuli Girl. Made it 3-0, and then the fucking, like I said, they took Christian Javier out of there. I think he threw over 110 pitches. But Hector Neris and Ryan Presley took care of it. the fucking Astros almost fucked it up in the 8th inning. There was like an error there. They almost fucked it up. The umpire was kind of squeezing him. He had like a fucking type of a soap bar, his fucking strike zone. But hey, they got out of it, and Astros came out and got the fucking no-hitter, man. Congratulations. Garrett Cole, 7 innings, only allowed 4 hits, 8 strikeouts. You know, he was pretty damn good tonight. Only 1 run, but obviously the fucking Astros pitching was dominant tonight. Fucking no-hitters shit, man. They just couldn't do shit. Jack Whack. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but damn, the Yankees, man, right? This is the measuring stick. This is the defending American League champions. And if you had to come back and beat them on fucking Thursday in a walk-off, you were down 6-3. You lost Friday, you lost today, no-hitter. If they don't win tomorrow and they lose 3 out of 4 in New York, the Yankees, that hype, the confidence of the players could go down to the shithole, man, for the New York Yankees, man. Jesus Christ, man. But we'll see what the hell happens. But yeah, we see some history tonight in Major League Baseball with the Houston Astros and a bullpen. Javier Christian, and then the bullpen getting a fucking Christian Javier and the bullpen getting a no-hitter. Congratulations. And then the other game, you know, the fucking the NLCS rematch between the Braves and the Dodgers, man. Yesterday, Julio Urias was flat out dominant, winning the damn game for the Dodgers. Today, though, it was a much better game tonight, more of a back and forth. The Braves took a 3-0 lead. You know, Swanson getting a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning, 2-0. Alex Riley getting a double, driving in a run, 3-0. But then fucking, you know, and late in the game, you know, Max fired. He started getting tired. They put in the bullpen, and fucking they took advantage of it. Fucking Bellinger got a run. Then Austin Barnes got another run. In the 7th inning, made it 3-2. The fucking Will Smith with the fucking homer in the 8th inning, tying it up 3-3. But then fucking Marcelo Osuna, man, fucking said, no fucking way, we're not losing this one. Comes in the bottom of the 8th, hits a fucking 2-run homer. And that ends up pretty much being the winning home run. 5-3, the Braves win it. It was pretty interesting at the end there with fucking Kenley Jansen coming in and closing it out for the Braves, man. I thought he could struggle because this guy fucking always struggles, man. But I guess he knows his team better, his former team, than they know him, because I believe he put them down in 1-2-3, man. No, 4th batter came up to the plate. Jansen, man, he struck the ball out. He struck out the side. I was pretty impressed by Kenley Jansen in that fucking bottom of the 9th inning, just completely striking out the side, man. Damn, Jesus Christ. Max Fried, like I said, he was fantastic. For those innings he pitched out there, only gave up 2 runs, 7 innings of work, 9 strikeouts. So yeah, I mean, he pretty much did yesterday what Julio Urias did yesterday for the Dodgers. Today, Max Fried did for the Braves. The difference is where the Dodgers were able to come back, but then obviously Marcelo Osuna at the bottom of the 8th put them away. And won the game 5-3. We'll see what happens tomorrow with the final game. But yeah, this has been a good series. We'll see who wins the final game tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go on to the wrestling here tonight. Let's see some wrestling news, and then we'll go over SmackDown here tonight. So Tony Khan pretty much said in our podcast, you know, he said it was a challenge with the Forbidden Door, planning this pay-per-view out. You know, we some of the wrestlers like Okada, were not available to show up until the final week of the build-up for the show, and that's why Okada didn't show up until this past Wednesday. That's where they officially made the Fatal 4-Way match for the New Japan World Champion between Adam Cole, Jay White, Okada, and Adam Page. He said obviously injuries, no CM Punk, no Bryan Danielson. Now they're saying Jungle Boy got hurt, so it's been a clusterfuck, man. Yeah, I don't know, Jungle Boy, did fucking Christian hurt him? I don't even know. Did he get hurt in Rampage? I don't know what happened, but now they're saying that fucking Jungle Boy is hurt. Jesus Christ. So that fucking story is going to go to the shithole already? What is going on with wrestling in 2022 with all these damn injuries? That was by far the most interesting thing that happened the last few weeks. The fucking Jungle Boy Christian situation with Luchasaurus as well. And now is it going to go to the fucking shithole with Jungle Boy being hurt? Jesus Christ, man. Stephanie McMahon, apparently, they're starting to feel that she is in charge right now. They said that this week she was very involved in a lot of meetings that usually Vince McMahon would be involved. Like I said, there was reports that Triple H went down to Orlando, Florida this past week, and he for the first time in almost a year, he showed up in the Performance Center and pretty much said that he's back. I guess Stephanie, they're starting to say that, a lot of people thought that what happened on Monday with John Laurinaitis getting put on the absence list and leave of absence, and they replaced him with Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard is also a very good friend of Vince McMahon. So, Vince McMahon is still in charge. He's not officially, technically in charge, but now they said that Stephanie was a lot more involved this week in meetings and shit. So, yeah, I guess she is running the damn company right now. We'll see what the hell happens. McMahon did not appear on SmackDown last night for the first time since the allegations. He didn't make a television appearance. So we'll see where the hell this shit goes. We'll see how long they'll take to do the fucking investigation, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go over fucking SmackDown here tonight. So this show starts up with fucking Drew McIntyre pretty much saying that I guess fucking Brock Lesnar gets a fucking match right away. After missing 2 months, he comes back and gets a match. That's the Brock way. And then, pretty much, I'm going to do things the harder way. I'm going to win the Money in the Bank, and then I'm going to challenge Roman Reigns. Didn't he already fucking challenge him at Castle Crown for September? So did they forget about that, or are they changing things? So now it's making me think that Drew McIntyre's going to win Money in the Bank and cash in September at Battlecast. My lord. But it seems like they really want to do that match at Castle Cow. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. But now they're saying that I guess he's going to win the Money in the Bank. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Made it too obvious if you ask me if that's the case. Because everybody knows that's the pay-per-view being that it's in fucking Europe. And Drew McIntyre's been promoting that shit like crazy. They just gave Money in the Bank winner right there. Drew McIntyre. Fucking Sheamus comes out. They start arguing. And then fucking Adam Cole and Paul Heyman come out and pretty much Paul Heyman kind of tells him what the new stipulation is, and then Adam Pearce is kind of look like a pendejo, saying Mr. Paul Heyman has influence with his influences, has changed the higher management's mind, and since neither of you won your match 2 weeks ago, neither of you are qualified for the Money in the Bank match. So they start getting pissed, obviously, and then Adam Pearce is like, however, if you guys do a tag team match tonight and can coexist versus the Usos, you guys will officially get in. And that was pretty much the main event of the show. Obviously, they're pissed off, but whatever. We get to the first match of the night. It ends up being a Money in the Bank qualifying match between Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. Good match. At the fucking ends, it's fucking Shinsuke Nakamura beating the shit out of Sami Zayn. I think he did his finisher, the King Sasha, out of the ring. He puts him back in to pin him. And then out of nowhere, fucking Sami Zayn gets up and does his finisher. And Sami Zayn wins it, out of nowhere. What the fuck? Kind of made Shinsuke Nakamura look like a pendejo, man. But yeah, pretty much that. And then backstage, she has a fucking promo with Paul Heyman, and then he's like, I'm not going to catch it on Roman, but I will catch it on Brock Lesnar. Pretty much saying, well, Brock Lesnar's going to win the match. I don't know, whatever. Then we get a fucking, let's see here. The New Day versus Jinder Mahal. And Shinsuke, this match instead never happening. Instead, the New Day says, let's fucking have a dance contest. Nobody wants to see the rematch again. So I guess fucking, I guess they're gonna turn Shinsuke babyface. They're gonna split him up with Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal just walks away, and they just end up having a dance off between the New Day and Shinsuke, Chinky, and then fucking out of nowhere the horns bomb. And I thought they were just teasing it, part of just building them up, but they actually showed up. The Viking Raiders show up, beat the hell out of all of them. And it was pretty cool, most of what they do with the Viking Raiders. They lack personality, but I've always said, if you don't have personality, the only chance you have is being a badass. Like The Undertaker was, right? He didn't have the greatest personality, but he built up with the Undertaker character. Brock Lesnar, too. Now, Brock Lesnar turned out he did have personality. It's just, I don't know, he just for years he just had Paul Heyman talk for him. But yeah, man, I mean, if they don't have personnel, you got to go with the badass route and just have them kick ass and don't really say much. So we'll see where they go from there. But yeah, the fucking Viking Raiders beat the shit out of New Day. Then fucking they have a backstage segment, Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, and Sonya Deville's like, I've been back on SmackDown. I thought she was on Raw, but now she's back on SmackDown. Well, I think last time we saw her, she was having like matches with Alexa Bliss on Raw, but I guess she's on SmackDown now. And she's pretty much, I haven't had a fucking match on SmackDown in 3 weeks. Adam Pearce, what's going on with you and your treatment of the women's division? So I guess he puts her like in a fucking handicap match. That was pretty surprising. Versus Raquel Rodriguez and Lacey Evans. She actually had a fucking she had Shayna Baszler and Joaquimo come out with her, accompanied her. But then obviously fucking Lacey Evans and Raquel Rodriguez win. After the match, Shayna Baszler and Leo Lay, I can't pronounce that woman's name. They get involved. They start beating the shit out of them. But obviously, Lacey Evans and Raquel Rodriguez beat the shit out of all of them, and that's pretty much the end of that. And then we get fucking Ronda Rousey, fucking Natalia comes out dressed as Ronda Rousey, pulling a stroller like she had a fucking baby. Pretty much just starts fucking making fun of Ronda Rousey, pretending she's her. Fucking Ronda Rousey comes out. She kind of buried her, but I think they're good friends, so I guess it was okay. She pretty much said the only time closest thing you went to a star is when you dress up as me. And then she pretty much just beat the shit out of her with a stroller, and then Natalia just walks away. Whatever, man. Then we have the Intercontinental match, Ricochet versus Gunther. Gunther obviously wins. It was a good match. I think they've done a good job of not making Ricochet look like shit in this. I think it's because they know it's so predictable that we know Gunther's going to win these matches. So they've done a good job of kind of making Ricochet look good. But at the end, obviously, Gunther retains the championship. Hey, at least they're fucking defending the Intercontinental Championship, right? Because the last two reigns with Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet, they barely fucking defend it. Then we get backstage, whatever. And then we get Shotzi versus Tamina. I don't even remember this match. But yeah, Shitsu wins. So she's qualified. And then after that, the Viking Raiders do a promo backstage after, pretty much announcing they're back after beating the shit out of Shinsuke and the New Day, whatever. And then it seems like again, we're going to get the fucking debut of Max Dupree. But then he goes backstage and tells Adam Pearce like something about the waters not being properly or some shit like that for his models. And so this shit doesn't happen again. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know if what are they doing with this? Are they still not sure if that's why they're stalling because they don't know what the fuck they're doing? Like I said, they did the storyline already. They did it on non-televised shows, and it was a Mace and from Retribution and Mansoor, the guy who's tag team with Ali. But I don't know if they're going to be part of it or not. And then fucking Pat McAfee fucking stands up on the fucking announce table and he challenges Baron Corbin to a match at SummerSlam. Baron Corbin, I guess, was not there, so he didn't accept the challenge. So maybe next week he'll accept it. But it looks like we're going to get Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin at SummerSlam. It looks like they might just start using Pat McAfee for these big shows now, I guess. They use him for WrestleMania. It looks like they're going to use him for SummerSlam. So that's good for Pat McAfee, I guess. I guess he gets an extra paycheck being also a wrestler. So we'll see how that match goes. They're building the storyline good, right? They kind of rushed it, I thought, at WrestleMania in like 2-3 weeks. Now they got more than a month to work with for that match. They'll do a better job building it up. And then we get the main event, the Usos versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Good match. Obviously, the fucking Sheamus and McIntyre win. At times they couldn't coexist. They actually started brawling there for a little bit, but they got back on the same page. Kind of made the Usos look like pendejos, alright? They makes them look weak because they're the fucking WWE Undisputed Champions, and then you just fucking have them lose to a tag team that can't even get along. And like I said, at one point, Sheamus and McIntyre were actually brawling each other, were fighting each other, fucking fist and shit. And then they fucking win the match. Makes your tag teams look like pendejos, man. Like, oh wow, they this is your champion, then they lose to a team that can't even get along. Sometimes maybe how about put them in a gauntlet match with a bunch of average tag teams like the New Day and Shinky and fucking Jinder Mahal and a bunch of jobber tag teams, and then just have them win it, like and it makes your tag teams look weak. Especially when they can have their match with the Street Profits at Money in the Bank. So now it's gonna make the Street Profits look weak when they lose, because you expect the pre-Street Profits to win if fucking these two idiots couldn't get along and they won, and Sheamus and McIntyre. That stuff they don't think about, the lack of common sense sometimes. I don't know, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the show. And until next time, all I want to say is thank you for watching.